Here we go. Hello. This is CB Ultra 768, and welcome back to Let's Watch Ultraman Omega. And last time, I know they're gonna probably do a little recap at the beginning of this episode, but I don't care. I like doing my little recaps. But last time, I watched episode 14, which began with a alien known as Zobaros. I think I'm finally saying that right. I remember in the last part, I kept saying the name wrong, even after he told me. I probably still said it wrong. I'm so, like I said, I'm so bad. But anyway, yeah, it started off with an alien dude, or I think he is like a robot, or again, it basically Zeton. He basically showed up, and I'm assuming, killed a worker guy and stole his clothes. And the episode was just basically, we see Sorato and Kosei just work in the warehouse, and they are met by Sakayuki, who is the mentor for Ayu. Which, again, I said in that episode, I predicted. I was like, oh, this is the person she looks up to. And not only that, she has been added to the intro of the show, which was a very interesting surprise. So I'm like, oh, okay. So is she going to have a lot more presence now? So it's not only do we have the three main characters, but now she's going to be part of it. And so far, her stance, she actually doesn't trust Omega. Even after everything he's done, she's still basically is like, well, we don't still know a whole lot about him, so it's like, that's why I don't trust him right away. Though I want to say in that scene, the way Kosei, I think there was like a part where he's like, oh, tell her about Omega, and she was like, oh, Omega's here to protect us, and that's when that whole conversation started. So yeah, it was interesting to see that, to where like, yeah, she definitely knows he's Omega, I think. Imagine I say that and I'm totally wrong. But yeah, it was like interesting conversation that like her mentor doesn't like trust Omega and is very suspicious. And yeah, basically everything was going pretty good. They were just spending their time. Kosei saying he got like a letter from his mom, wondering what he's up to and has he found his dream. And Sorato was like, oh, well, you found your dream. You want to protect people from kaiju, right? And he's like, well, I can't just tell my mom that, which I think in my video I didn't clarify that because, yeah, I cut it a bit. But yeah, he was basically talking about his mom and everything was going good. And then unfortunately, Zobaros showed up and Sorato and him just started fighting. Like, it was really fun to see them like fight in their human forms at first. And it seems Omega has gained a big chunk of his memory back. Like, he remembers, like, Zobaros was the one that shot him down, and I believe is the one that gave him amnesia. Because we see, like, the whole scene play out. And the biggest reveal we find out is, in the flashback, he had, like, a staff. And it turns out there wasn't just Reckiness and Trigon. It turns out there's a third assist monster. But this one is being controlled. And basically, yeah, like, Omega was doing pretty good in the fight, but then he summoned this, like, it's basically like a phoenix, and it seems to have elemental powers, and it just started dominating the fight. And yeah, Omega almost got destroyed, but then, luckily, from what I saw, I would assume maybe he couldn't have full control over it, because there was a bit where when it was, Zobaros was, like, backing up, it showed like some darkness around the staff, but also some light. So maybe the idea was the creature was about to break free and he had to like contain it in himself to stop it maybe. Which we'll probably get more details on that. And again, this is finally the one where we're going to definitely see like that creature's going to get broken free from the mind control. And then he's going to join Omega. Because again, I did forget to mention this in the end of episode 13 was Reckiness and Trigon glowed. So it's like suggesting like, oh, maybe they were sensing him and knew he was like close and he was coming to Earth basically, since Zobaros was coming as well. And yeah, during the fight, Ayu and Zayuki sent a drone out and apparently gathered data. And during the fight, there was like a part where there were like a bunch of birds, and it seemed to like kind of mess with Zobaros. So I'm curious like what that's going to be all about. Again, like I said, I'm sure they're going to explain that. And like I said, the main curious thing I'm very curious about is Sorato. So does he have his just full memories back? Does he just remember everything? And I'm curious what he's going to tell Kosei. So, yep, and how long is his intro? Oh my god, 5 minutes? Jesus, that's so long. But yeah, that's pretty much all that happened. I'm doing this real late at night after work, because today at work, it was really hard. It was like, oh, you know what? Before I go to bed, I want to record this, because, you know, I really, really want to find out what's going to happen. And, yep, without further ado, let's watch episode 15 of Ultraman Omega, and finally learn the name of this phoenix creature that's gonna join his team. And finally we'll see the new power-up this time that I kept, like, teasing.
Oh god, I'm so fat!
Let's say I'm assuming we're getting more of his memories. Oh, okay, yeah. We're getting the full memories. So they are his kaiju. They're fighting alongside him. Okay. I'll say, what is this music? I like how kind of creepy it is with their like almost like alien language. Oh, there he is. Ah. Okay, yeah. So it looks like he tried to come in and help, and then unfortunately got corrupted. Oh, yep, so not just him, they all were corrupted. Ah, okay. So those two almost got fully corrupted. So there's a little bit corrupted, but he managed to save them. Okay. But unfortunately, he didn't save the Phoenix in time. Yep, okay. I was wondering, I figured this must be like a dream. He must be like reliving what just happened. But now I'm just curious, when did he end up in that scenario then with the bugs then? What was that all about? Cause yeah, that, like, in episode 1 when we saw him, he was fighting the bugs on the ship. But then, yeah, that all took place on the moon. Maybe that was actually after he killed those bugs, maybe? I guess we'll find out. That's a thing I'm very curious to see. Like, in the next episode, are they gonna change the intro to include the Phoenix? I'm very excited to see that, actually. But why? Just to be evil? Okay, yeah, no, he did say that. To resurrect the Gession. Okay. Oh. Oh shit. Damn, that is just like Boltan. Oh shit, so that's what he did. He destroyed an entire planet just to stop them from invading Earth. Oh my god, that's just like the original Ultraman with Boltan. I think that's exactly what's happening. Because, yeah, and when he fought Alien Boltan, he killed one, and then he had destroyed the ship with its whole population on it, just to stop it. And then again, yeah, like, this is explaining so why it attacked him, because they're a little bit corrupted. So I always figured that they knew him, but I was always like wondering, like, where did these creatures come from, though? Like, that's the one thing I really want to know about Ultraman Omega. Where does he come from? Oh shit, they're telling her. Oh my. Probably not the big secret, but yeah. Okay. I like that. Okay, yep. So just like Omega told us, she got the full translation, so she knows what that. And again, I like she's providing these evidence just to say like, oh yeah, this is why I believe all of this. Because there's all these different variables.
That's right. そこでゾバラスの脳が乱れてる。何があったんでしょう?
Ah, okay. The birds. So yep, so that's what it was. So yeah, so the birds did affect it. Like yeah, he was in control, and then all of a sudden the frequency, I guess, from the crows fucked with it. Yeah.
ここ。
どうしてわかるの？
My gut. I like that. He's like, how can we tell where Omega will appear? And it's like, oh, my gut. I like he just basically picking the battlefield. And again, I like he picked a place to keep it away from the civilians now. He's like, oh, Omega will be right here. Also, I think I just kind of missed the name of the bird creature, so I'll need to see it again. It started with a V, I think, so I'm curious to see its full name. So again, this is something I still want to discuss a bit. So, like the whole thing with the Genesis, where they said like their planet was destroyed, was it suggested, yeah, Omega destroyed their planet? I really am curious if that is what, like, if that's like what it's gonna be. Like, it hasn't been revealed. I hope my guess is right. That would be kind of insane to think, like, yeah, to protect the people of Earth, Omega was willing to destroy a planet just to do that. It'd be like, damn. Again, I guess we'll have to see as the series comes to a close. In the next, like, what, like, 14 more episodes? Or probably less than that, actually. Valganus. Okay, so that's apparently the name of the bird creature that's being controlled. Valganus. Okay. They're bringing that back. So, okay, so that does answer my question. So, Serato does remember a lot of stuff, but he doesn't fully remember who he really is and where he came from and stuff. Okay, so I'm glad that answers my question. Oh, and what was that, though? He got cut off. Wonder what's going to be the end of that sentence, then. Hey, what's up? So I'm glad that answers my question about this guy. So yeah, like I said, he's basically like Zeton. Like they said, the aliens from that planet that was destroyed made this guy just for the purpose of defeating Omega, just so they can, so their plan could come to fruition. Oh, that's cool. Gave it a little customized transformation. Since this is more serious now. So we got Omega beating the crap out of him, and then as soon as he summons the creature, yep, Kosei will hopefully try to get control over it and try to stop him. Okay. Oh, Drace.
チャンスは1回。スピーカーで囲んだ。円の中央で音を鳴らさないと最大限の効果を発揮できない。
Oh shit. Okay. Damn. I like that. Ayu was about to do it, but she's like, whoa, 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 wait, we gotta wait for it to get to the center. We got one shot at this. Like I said, I'm excited to see her join the team. I hope, again, she'll just keep coming up in a lot of episodes and they just work together. And again, like I said, I love this is basically the mid-season, basically. Because after this, we're probably going to get a few more filler episodes. But now I'm just going to be curious, if this guy gets defeated, what's going to be the main threat then after this? I do appreciate she typed a few more buttons and then hit the enter. Unlike, you know, freaking like Tron Ares. I love in that movie, she just hits spacebar to play the video and then hits spacebar again to close the video. It's like, how the fuck does that work? Oh, jeez. It's going wild because of the sounds. Oh, Jesus. Oh, shit. I was say, I was wondering, he's riding on him. Oh, my God. Careful, Kosei. Jesus. Oh, shit. That was a cool shot. He kind of had his own little Ultraman rise right there. I like that. Oh, here we go. Oh. Oh, so that's what he's wondering. Like, I kind of missed that. He was saying, so I don't really care what I want to do anymore. He basically is now like, oh, I don't even care if there's a main purpose to my life. I just wanna, you know, help people. I like that.
彼らにも本当あんま悪いやつじゃないと思う。マキネーのドキュメンタリーも楽しみだ。女のことずっと見ていたい。幸せでいてほしい。
Yep,
もちろん
exactly.
後世に。
That's all he wants now. He's like, just after all these experiences, the fact I've made these people happy, I just want to do, yep, I want to do what I can to make people happy and help them. I like that. Yeah, I get it. It's simple, but I love that kind of stuff. It's what, like, Marvel movies need. Just, you know, hope and just, you know, kindness, man. Marvel just doesn't have it anymore. Ultraman, I feel, will always have it, and that's why I love it. Oh, that was cool. He ignored it. He's like, come on. Yeah, they're gonna help too. Let's do it. Hey, there we go. Yay! Alright, I got a new toy. Ow, fuck! Oh, here he goes. Welcome to the team, Vaganess. I do like the design of it. It looks cool. Oh shit. You okay? Maybe the idea is because it's such a new power and it's like very powerful, he's not used to it yet. Okay. Oh god, he kind of looks scary with the red eyes. Ah, here we go. Finally, the new armor that I've been seeing in thumbnails for so long. We'll finally get to see it in action. Yay! Oh, I like that pose. Doing like kind of an Ultra 7 pose when he gets this armor. And again, yeah, it's interesting, like the other two are like half armor. This one becomes like a full armor. I like it. Nice. Oh man, it even changed his hands. He's got gold hands now. And I like the mohawk too. The flaming mohawk looks really cool. Zabras is like, oh, fuck you, dude. I'm gonna still kill you. Oh, jeez. Ooh. Spicy. Alright, I'm excited to see what finishing move this one has. Yeah, holy shit. Just got all those elements, eh? Here we go. Nice. Oh, ho, ho. Damn. That was cool. So yeah, like I said, what's gonna be the main threat now after he's done? I'm very curious. I like they're both just super tired. Let's go get some food!
くれると思ってた。ウルトラマンならね。
Oh!
ウルトラマン
Oh shit!
オメガのこと。
There we
ず
go!
っとそう呼んでたの。
Ultraman! Hey! He finally earned his title! Yay! I love that was a thing I noticed. They never call him Ultraman. So she's the one that gives him the title of Ultraman. And again, I'm assuming that's her cementing that she trusts Omega now. That she gave him the title of Ultraman Omega. And oh shit! They're getting team jackets now? Hell yeah! They're just a full-on team now. KSCT. Oh, I did see the name of the next episode. Yeah, the Kaiju Special Countermeasure Team. Oh, okay. So it's kind of like ARC. They're a bit separate from the NDF, who are the military. And then, yeah, we have our little research team again. Okay. Cool. What are we doing? I really like her attitude. She's just... yeah, Serato. He's like, wait, what are we doing? He still hasn't put together. They formed a team now. This is the fucking team. Wow. Oh, alright, so that was episode 15 of Ultraman Omega. Nice midway season finale. Or I shouldn't say season finale, I mean mid-season, basically. Because like I said, that definitely was a mid-season where it's like, oh shit, we get introduced to this big threat, and then he has to like take him down. And yeah, overall, it just did what I figured. Was like, oh, they're gonna eventually figure out a way to free Valganis, and then yeah, he's gonna join the team. And again, I like that came back, the bird thing. I was like wondering, I figured that's what happened when I first saw it. I was like, oh, is the bird like messing him up or something? Like at first I thought it didn't because of that scene with Trigaron when Omega was wearing him as armor, and then he like scratched Omega. And again, that was cool. I like they give an explanation of, oh, why did that happen? Was like, oh, when we saw the full fight, was, oh, they almost got fully corrupted, but then Omega saved them, but then he couldn't save Valgarnis. And then yeah, we just basically, and again, like I said, I feel there's going to be a bigger story still happening because they didn't specifically say it. He just said the planet was destroyed. He didn't say how. And I think, as I said, I think that's what happened. Omega destroyed the planet. Which again, just makes me curious about the full context. Like, did he do it on purpose or did something happen? Because as he explained, well, these guys were a dying population and basically they were going to conquer Earth and just kill everyone, but then their planet was destroyed, and he didn't say like how or anything. And again, like I said, it was interesting to find out that yep, like Vobras was a creation of those aliens, and basically he was kind of like a bioengineered like weapon that somehow was gonna resurrect the species. So that was interesting, like what it said before they fought. It like said dead and then space or die space. I wonder, like, if that'll have bigger meaning in the future or not. I'm curious. Like I said, now that he's been defeated, what's going to be the main threat now? Maybe there's more of him out there in space, and maybe it'll detect, oh shit, one of our guys just died. Let's go to this planet and stop him. But yeah, overall, that was really good. Again, especially like the stuff with Kosei. Like again, I really did like that moment of like he used Trigaron to launch himself in the air, and then he used Rekinis's telecommunication. Telecommunication. Why can't I not say it? Last time I said the wrong power. I said psychic instead of freaking telekinesis. Jeez, it's telekinesis. Jesus. But then, yeah, use the telekinesis to push himself up. That was a really cool scene. And like I said, I love, too, he basically had like an Ultraman rise there, too. That was like a fun little moment. But yeah, it was like cool to see them get the Valgarnis back. And again, finally, yes, this is like what I've been talking about. Before like this episode even premiered, they already had like fucking thumbnails up of like him in that armor. And I remember when I first saw it, I was like, ah, shit, what the fuck? I don't want to see that. I mean, I figured he was going to get it. I just didn't know the context until like episode 14. And I was like, ah, that's how he gets the armor. Okay, that explains a lot. But yeah, overall, that fight was really fun. I liked a couple of moments. Like, again, there was like one point where Zabaros slashed Omega, but hearing Kosei's words like made him a bit stronger to where he kind of just ignored it and just powered through and stuff like that. And then, yeah, the armor in general looks really cool. Like, it's interesting, too. It's like a cool kind of armor set. And he gets like the staff, and again, like his mohawk is like a flame now. It looks really cool. But again, like I said, I'm very curious if maybe they'll try to do something with all three of them Like, that'd be really cool if, like, somehow all three of them could combine. And again, I like the limitation they were doing with Kosei there. Like, when he first is, like, using him, he's, like, kind of having a hard time because it's like, he's, like, probably so powerful and it's, like, such a new creature. And also, like, what he just did with Trigoron and Reckonus. Because, again, I think the idea, too, is, like, when he summons them, it takes a lot of energy out of them, too. So, like, that was, like, a really fun moment. And, again, it was nice to see Sakayuki and Ayu help out, too, with the plan. And again, I really like too the Omega convinced her that he's helping, because she was like, he's pushing it into the operation zone we need him to push it in. He's like, and then again, the fact she gave him the title, like, Ultraman, I was like, oh shit, okay. Like, I think like that was basically just her way of saying she trusts him now. That not only is he just Omega now, he is Ultraman. Gave him the honorary title. And again, I like even Sorato's like, Ultraman Omega. And then just it ends with like, here are your jackets. Let's do this. And they're like, wait, what are we doing? She just is this episode now, because the whole show has just been Sorato living with Kosei and then hanging out with Ayu and doing these investigations on their own. And now that they met Sayuki, now she's all like, hey, I'm going to be your team captain. And we're running the counter kaiju, counter kaiju countermeasures group. Like I said, I did see the kind of thumbnail and title for the next episode. So, like, yeah. So that's basically going to be their first mission. We're going to see them just doing their thing. And, yeah, so far I'm getting kind of similarities to ARC now. To where, yeah, you have the NDF, who are now the defense force that defend the world against kaiju. And then you have them, who are basically the science team, who will go out, research these things, and try to figure out weaknesses to defeat them and stuff. And yeah, they'll just get help from Ultraman now. Which again, I really do love that. That was always something I noticed. I was like, man, everybody just calls him Omega, and like he's never gotten the title of Ultraman yet. And then she just gives it to him. Which again, that's always the thing I do love about Ultraman is, you got to remember, like, just because they're called Ultraman, that's like not even like their original names. Like those are always titles given to them from Earth. Again, they did it in like ARC too, where Sho, he basically said Ultraman ARC, and he's like, I figure we should give him a name. Calling him Mysterious Giant just seems rude. And then that's why they gave him a name, because they wanted to give him a title. And it's nice to see Omega finally get his title after like 15 episodes. I'm like, that's really cool. I really like that they built it up. And yeah, now we're about to get the whole team dynamic with them with their new jackets and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm very excited to see where the show's going to go now. Because like I said, that guy is dead, I'm assuming. Well, I don't know, he could pull like that chick from Ultraman ARC where we thought she died, and then it turns out he survived. It's like, oh shit, he could come back. Or again, maybe there's going to be a new threat. But like I said, I imagine the next few episodes are going to be like filler episodes where we're going to see Omega get used to like Valganiss's powers and stuff like that. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. But yeah, overall, yeah, I'm really enjoying the show. I'm looking forward to seeing more episodes and just in general what's going to happen. Like I said, I like the direction they've been doing with like Ultraman. Like these are still technically supposed to be connected to the original Ultraman universe, but they just take place in their own universe and just tell their own stories. I do like that a lot. And like I said, I feel there's still a lot of mystery. Like I said, especially learning that that planet was destroyed and like we don't know the full reason other than, again, like I said, I'm assuming what we saw in episode 1 when Omega was fighting all those bug creatures, that was him going to their planet and destroying it. And then, yeah, he basically was doing it to protect the Earth. And like I said, I'm assuming he'll fully remember stuff and it might be really bad. There'll probably be some drama. And again, still, I like his speech he did to Kosei as well, where he's like, you know what? I like the way things are. Like, I don't remember everything fully, but I'm happy with where I am because I make other people happy. I've helped so many, and I want to keep seeing those people smile because, you know, he grew some experiences with them. And I'm excited to see what new experiences him, Kosei, Ayu, and Sagayuki experience in the future. But yeah, overall, really great episode. I think the show's been really fun thus far, and I'm excited to see more. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed the video. This has been CB Ultra 768, and I'll be back with some more Let's Watch Ultraman Omega next time. So, stay tuned for that. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.